Tarkir Dragonstorm. We got ourselves a brand new collector box here. I'm joined with John, Tom, and Riley, the box opening crew now, kind of the regular crack and open collector business crew. How are you guys feeling? Introduce yourselves.
Yeah, we good. We're very
That's
good.
the intro?
But that's the intro.
All right, dragons.
Hey man, you were going to talk about dragons and our preferences of them. It was odd.
Is dragons 4 legs, 2 wings, or 2 wings, 2 legs?
Four legs, 4 legs, 2
4
wings.
wings?
4 wings.
We're talking about like
That's still a dragon.
Well, like 4 wings is like the biblical angels, which have like 50 eyes and 20 wings and shit.
Yeah.
It's
We're
crazy.
definitely going to crack one of those ones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Gotta wait for those ones, man.
yeah.
thing?
That is the
Yeah.
thing.
I maintain
100%
firm
is the
belief
thing.
dragons are 4 limbs, 2 arms, 2 legs, and a wing.
But then,
And normally dragons are like I
need-
like my more intelligent dragons, less animalistic.
They need the 4 legs. Oh, sorry, 2 legs, 2 arms, 2 wings.
Yeah.
Anything else? Not a dragon.
when I think of dragon, I think of Aragon.
Yeah, that's the
That is like very.
That's the
stereotypical.
epitome
That is a
of the dragon.
to me.
I mean,
I like
Ugin
the,
looks kind of like Aragon a little bit.
Yeah.
I'll pay that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Pay that.
Collector booster, classic deal. 12 packs, cracking them open. We have any hot list of cards we want to really pull. So I know Mox Jasper is the big one. Serialized Mox Jasper is the only serialized from the card. From the set, sorry. The only serialized card from the set. And then we got ourselves the new Ugin, the new Elspeth, and a bunch of other
The
collectibles.
Ugin is huge.
Yeah.
Ugin is insane. 7
Ugin
colors,
is nuts.
do crazy things. All right, so let's go in. You guys, while I'm opening these packs, I want you guys to tell me what your favorite cards are. What you're looking for.
I mean, I was looking for that Mardu Siegebreaker.
Insane.
That card is unreal.
Yeah. Riley just destroyed me with it in
Check out
7 Hunter.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
The aesthetic of the Mardu clan with their very like Mongolian kind of tribal Asian aesthetic.
They've gone really hard with the Mongolian aesthetic with Maru this time. Like, they've modernized it a bit, but they've kept the tradition of it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, they've just kind of
Overall,
reclaimed
out
it.
of the set, quite a fan of it, in my opinion.
I think it's excellent.
Yeah. The clan, so if you don't know how Tarkir works, it's a clan, it's a set with 5 distinct clans, each clan being very much a representation of the 3 colors of their playstyle and what their beliefs are. So as we go through here, I guess we kind of describe the clans, right? So the first dragon we got here is from the Timur clan, and that's red, blue, green. And the Timur clan are, they're like, what would you describe them as?
No idea. Don't know anything about the law.
If only we knew if only there was somebody who knew about the law, Riley.
Yeah.
Hey,
I
Riley.
just make channel and Matt.
The aesthetic of the Timur clan is more like a balanced kind of like earth. I would describe them as kind of like the water village.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Like if Avatar
Yeah, yeah.
is the closest representation, they're like the water clan.
They're very shamanistic.
Yeah.
Very, like, not savage.
Yeah.
Not compared to they used to be, but they're very, like, in touch with nature. And
So the whole idea is that the clans are kind of partnered up with dragons in this world. Oh, and the world
damn.
you
Dragon
have to describe. So we got a new Fallout cycle for basics in this one, and this time around they're committing to the dragon aesthetic. We have ourselves like that focus of a dragon's eye, kind of representing the dragons in their manner.
Extremely
Big
cool.
fan. Honestly,
cool.
if you play even a dinosaur deck, a dragon
Oh, a
deck,
dinosaur deck works,
that's the
100%.
land you go for, right?
Yeah.
That's, you got to commit.
But what I do
So-
like about the different clans, Kang, is that they all have their unique mechanics. in
Correct.
this.
Each one plays slightly different, have their own different
Yes.
keywords. So
Each of they have their own unique.
What mechanics are for which?
I don't know, mobilize, whatever, eternalize.
Oh, yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Those ones are all unique to.
Yeah.
They're specific, I should say, not unique.
Yeah.
Specific to.
Got
Big
a
fan
nice
of the
showcase.
borderless.
yeah,
Big
so
fan
this
of the new
is a new
borderless.
art treatment they're doing where it's. I don't know how. Do we know a name of it? If there's a specific
I'm
name
sure
for this
there
kind
is.
of
For
treatment?
borderless.
But
This
it's not
this
quite
is-
borderless. It's like
Yeah.
half borderless.
They've done this whole like black
Why is it full?
silhouetted version of the cards.
It's like but it's not really a full art because you still got the box at the bottom.
Oh, okay. So
These-
I'm wrong then, John.
Well,
Just
I'm-
argue with me then, bro.
Tom, I'm trying to be helpful and informative.
An actual fun fact of those silhouettes and like the exposed images, I believe they're references to the clan's emblems. Because some of the different ones have different parts.
Is
of
it
the
kind of like in
clan's
the background? The colors definitely are there.
emblem. Yeah, the Sultai.
Sultai are definitely a clan of the snake people.
Yeah, snake
Yeah.
people, the Nagas.
These look great in
yeah.
foil, in my opinion. So,
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of foil, they're
whoop,
doing
little
the.
sneak peek. All right.
Oh, that.
This is great.
Unreal.
Oh,
So they've done a
that-
cycle of
Village.
non-basic lands in the
Huge.
set. The blue one is probably the most.
I think it's the best.
Think
Probably the best one here.
It's like $30.
So the whole point of the blue one is
34,
that
yeah.
it gives a spell can't be countered.
Yep.
Seems good. It's just a land. Has
And-
conditional untap. Seems very good.
Has the power crept of there have been cards in Magic's history, which is 1 mana.
Yeah.
Cast it. Next spell can't be counted.
That's
Yeah.
Beseiju, right? Who shelters all.
And there's also like a red one.
But
There's a
Beseiju costs
different-
mana, right? Costs like 3 or mana.
Yeah.
Beseiju costs free life tap, and I believe it's only instant or sorcery can't
And
be
this is
counted.
any.
This is
spell you
any
cast.
spell.
Yeah, there is a red version which I
Caveat,
ran
blue mana.
from like Torment, which is next spell can't be counted, and you draw a card. But they've just replaced that with an ability on a land.
Yeah,
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Tarkir is bringing the heat. This has been an incredibly well-selling set here in Northern Boards.
Oh, yeah.
The hype has been absolutely crazy. People love dragons. People have some really good pools. I think this is going to be one of those sets where it hits the standard, modern, maybe. Definitely Pioneer as well. That metagame. It's a hard.
The
Speaking
limited
about cards
format's
that
good
will
too.
hit metagames. Clarion Conqueror is a 3-mana 3/3 flying dragon that just says activated abilities, artifacts, creatures,
Love
and
this card.
planeswalkers can't be activated. It's a stacks piece.
Love it.
It's pretty good.
3-mana
Love it.
3/3
Very
dragon with
good
upside. Really kind of punishes other like greedy decks and just makes everything back to a vanilla creature kind of.
The problem
Yeah.
with it is it hits you as well. That's the
It is
only
symmetrical.
downside.
Yeah.
But the power of white mana has always been, if
That
my
is-
mana isn't going to be the best mana, I'm going to make everyone else slightly worse.
There's activated abilities.
I will say
Yeah,
as well,
so-
could you just flip that card over briefly? Yes, there's the baby versions.
Oh, I did not know that. That's a what a
What?
pleasant surprise.
There's a whole cycle of the dragons that
did not know
double-sided
this.
you can flip. It has a cute baby version on the
So we
other
have
side.
ourselves the
Damn.
adult version of Clarion Conqueror, and if you want a little bit more flavor of the sets, we have
That
the
is so
baby
cool.
versions. The babies dragons are kind of cute with the big heads.
Yeah.
Me
I like
likey.
it.
That's very. I didn't know that.
Did not
It's a
know
thing.
that.
All right, let's chuck like our cool cards aside, and then
notables.
yeah. As far as I'm aware, none of else's heroes kind of catches my eye. If you guys see anything cool, just let me know. We'll pull them out later.
What I was saying about the foil treatments is that they're doing the dragon scale foils as
Yes,
well
they
for
are.
some of the lands, or is it?
Fetch lands, I think, are the only
for
I
the
think
special
there's
guests?
one dragon scale
Yeah.
foil per box.
Per box?
I've seen boxes cracked and no dragon scale.
Whoa,
So,
so
it
it
might be a
is-
one per case scenario here. Yeah.
It is one of those you got to get a little bit lucky there.
Excuse me.
As always, we'll kind of just move on through the comments on comments unless there's specifically ones you guys
There's the
catch.
Hawk.
Abzan, the Abzan clan is the white, black, green clan, and they have a very spiritual aesthetic where the whole point of their clan is that they're in touch with their ancestors, and I think they fight with their ancestors. That's the whole thing. So
Yeah, they channel like their ancestors through their
Yeah.
weapons and armor.
they're
Summon them
kind of like the Earth clan, right? From
Yeah.
Avatar. They're
Very
they're like the Earth
Okay.
clan. So
A lot of politics involved as well in their
Raleigh,
clans.
the monastery, Jeskai being very much the like the
monks.
Tibetan monks style thing. They're like
Tibetan
the air
monks.
clan,
Yeah.
right?
So good.
Yeah.
But then, yeah. So the common there's a new persistent petitioners type card
Yep.
where there's a common that says you can have any amount of these cards in your deck.
Should
What
we,
was it called?
should we keep an eye out for that then?
Templar Hawk.
Yeah, it's in the Hawk.
And when it deals combat damage, search your
For another
library
one.
for
Once
another
again,
one
just
in your
really
hand.
cool art, man.
Yeah.
Check out the art on this one
So,
here. If
it's like a
I'm not
$4
mistaken, I believe
Oh, this card, yeah. This
this
is good.
artist is the same one who did the sequel Dragon.
Ah,
very
it
distinct
does look
art
like
style.
that. Yeah, yeah. That is cool.
Very nice. Yeah, it's a whole cycle, the Dragonstorms. I
Yeah.
believe
I like
the
it.
artist
Yeah.
did the
Ordering.
cycle.
And if you
well.
don't get the eyeball, like the
Yeah, the
dragon
dragon's
eyeball
eye.
mana,
The dragon's eye,
full
yeah.
arts, you get the full art lands which come with kind of the silhouetting, the shadowing of a dragon, which I also
Very
really quite
nice.
like.
Yeah,
So
very nice.
honestly, they're really doubling down on aesthetics these days, and you can't go wrong. So
I mean, the last few sets have had sick. Oh,
The art's been amazing.
that's been
They've
amazing.
up
absolutely
the,
amazing.
they up the ante on art, definitely.
And I think the treatments that they're using now is under control.
absolutely.
I agree. That
not too
etched
much.
period was, God,
Not the
not
best.
what's his finest moment.
Not the best.
Hey,
in my opinion.
talking about Timo, we have one of the face commanders. I believe she
Ah,
is the
nice.
She is the face commander.
She is the face commander of the Timo deck. So I'm not exactly sure what her relevance in the storyline is, but she's kind of fun. She plays around big amount of things.
I
So-
believe.
You know what
Pretty
Timo
good.
actually is? No, Timo's game style is very much just play creatures.
Oh,
They're
okay.
traditionally like Surik, Dragonclaws, Timo card as well. They just want to play creatures, do big things.
Yeah.
I believe,
the
funny,
ramp.
her main set card, she is a Dragonclaw as well. She might be Surex.
And then we have the new Nas set. At the
Oh.
beginning of your end step, you may discard your hand. If you do draw cards equal to the number of spells you cast this turn.
Interesting.
Definitely not a card you play when your hand is full, but when you're running on empty, the whole point of the Jeskai is they want to cast as many spells as possible. They really emphasize prowess,
It's like combo, right?
flurry of spells.
the
Combo
second-
Storm, you're constantly a flurry of
We had a great example earlier here. Jeskai Revelation is a card that says deal 4 damage to any target, create 2 monks with prowess, and then draw 2 cards. Jeskai is like all about drawing cards, playing monks, doing damage, things,
Just
yeah,
forming out
spells.
spells,
Forming out
And
spells.
the whole thing with a limited format is you've got the second spell. If this is the second spell you cast this turn, it gives you additional benefits,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
really, really strong.
Once again, look at
Limited.
this. So they're very much like a monk aesthetic thing. Where
This
it's
is
like,
a
the
very
fist dude,
Jeskai
yeah.
heavy pack.
yeah, this
Yeah,
this
it's-
pack is all Jeskai cards. Plus also the 1/2 on the art is kind of cool. This
It is
this
cool.
one specifically looks nice with that kind of like open palm
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
chi thing going on.
Agreed.
When this creature enters, copy the next spell you cast this turn. When you cast it, you may copy a new spell. So once again, copying
good.
spells.
Just good.
3 mana, first strike.
So good.
I rate the
Very
body.
nice. Yeah.
And then we got the foil
Another Jeskai
silhouette version of that. Dude, this pack is
Yeah.
just the monk pack, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, if you get this,
That's
obviously you don't get collector
unbelievable.
boosters.
That is-
You don't get collector boosters for a pre-release of sealed, but if you did, and this was your pack, I wonder what you're
You mean
playing.
We could.
Yeah.
We could.
How do we rate like the foiling on these? I don't mind that black.
The foil is
silver
kind of
text.
clean.
The foil is kind of dull on it, but in a good way.
I like that. I like that.
The black
Yeah.
and silver kind of makes the texts pop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I
It's
prefer
more something
that.
different.
I think they're definitely honing in on a way to do these, which is not like.
This is definitely the less crazy.
It is.
I
Yeah,
like
yeah.
this a lot more than when they did the Aether Drift super shiny yellow borders. I'm super
was
torn
wild.
on that one. So
Well,
this is a lot more. Of
The
a
idea
safe
made
pick.
sense. I'm not sure if it actually executed well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The concept was
There.
My
but-
opinion on the Aether Drift set was that they should have done just yellow force with just that cartoon art style. I think it
Oh,
matches
yeah,
when
yeah.
they did the cartoon art style, but when you match regular magic art with this, regular, with silver, with gold borders, sorry, it's a little bit hard. So
You got it.
thank you, Tom.
That's how about
Appreciate it.
No, you're right, dude.
This is like emotional support.
Yeah, man.
This is men's therapy is when we all get together and open a collector booster box.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Men will crack boosters instead of game therapy.
True.
I speak very heavily for that.
I just need my
Way too
dopamine
much.
hit, dude. I just need my little bit. I just need one more pack.
I think that's
one more pack, babe. I swear to
I
God,
think
I'll
that's
quit.
what's his target audience,
Oh.
to be honest.
Oh, I am
Degenerate
the one.
gamblers? Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Dude, we're not kidding into ourselves. When we crack packs, it's for a little bit of the gamble, the excitement.
It's
that goes
100%
into
the
it.
gamble.
You know, you have to like the game to open packs, in my opinion.
Why
Yeah,
would
yeah,
I
I think
spend
so.
$10 on a pack when I could just spend $10 on the
On the
Yeah.
card that, or the $10 will buy 4 of the cards you need.
Because of the risk.
But you never
Because
know.
of the gamble.
You never know.
What if?
This is just a playable card.
Yeah.
2 mana, return target card from your graveyard to your hand at instant speed.
Yes,
Yeah.
that card
Solid.
was
It's
very
a-
good and limited.
just go for it.
Upcycled regrowth in Simic, but upcycled.
It was very powerful when I bursted against.
You got a colorless dragon now. Colorless,
Yeah, 5 mana.
Boulderborn dragon. 5 mana, 3/3 is not great. Flying Vigilance just makes it better when it
Disrespect to
attacks.
my boy Draco over here. Jesus.
Just settle
Yeah,
down,
dude.
Is that as in,
Artifact, though. Okay, it's got enough keywords on it that it might be playable. Yeah. It's a generic colorless dragon. If you can't put any other dragon in your deck, you put this dragon in. I'm okay with it.
it's vigilant?
Flagellant.
Now, this is
Precocious?
the thing we've got to talk about here, right?
Huh?
Is
So,
it precocious?
Locations.
The Locations?
All right, so this is one of the things. So we have the showcase border where they've done this kind of really elaborate. I want to describe it as dragon wings,
Yeah, like
kind
a
of
scrolling
raptioning-
around the side.
Yeah,
Yeah.
raptioning the card, and specifically you have the new split border as well. Not
Omen.
an adventure.
Oh,
an
yeah, Omen. That's
Omen,
the new
Yeah,
mechanic.
Omens are a new mechanic, not like adventure. These cards don't go to exile after you cast instant sorcery side. They get shuffled back in your deck.
I think it's a really good mechanic.
I like it a lot.
I am
to be honest,
I
find
like it.
Big fan.
It was
of
very fun to play in limited, at least.
Yeah.
It was more fun than adventure because adventure,
You reckon?
it's so
Yeah,
linear.
adventure is
It's
just
predictable.
It's
as
linear,
well. As
right?
soon as you cast the instant sorcery side of it, you
know it's
that
coming.
the
good.
creature
Adventure is
starts coming.
strictly a value package to make cards better.
Correct.
Omen does give it a bit of a gameplay mechanic of your. I think in a 4-off format where you're shuffling multiple back
I
in
also
your deck.
don't hate the ability to shuffle your deck.
No, I think
Just
it's a
saying,
great thing.
just saying. I quite
It's a
like
good
it.
thing, yeah.
Ooh, that's gorgeous. With that
Definitely.
Yeah, I like
plains. Dude, Dune?
Dune?
Isanagayib? Look at this little guy hanging out in the sands.
Who's this? What is this?
It is actually. Look
Oh,
at him.
good.
He's chilling there, looking
He's
for his
chilling.
sandworms.
Yeah.
Yeah, looking for some sand trout. That's what he's doing.
This
man.
is this is a
Is that
this is
a
Arrakis.
Yes.
on this
Yeah.
one.
Sand
Yeah.
trout's a thing, Tom.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Magic thing?
No.
Okay.
Oh, this is just one of the generically good mana rocks.
What's it from? I don't know what it is.
June.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
2 mana mana rocks is significantly better than 3 mana mana rocks. 2 mana mana rock, 1 in a green for add
this
1
is
mana of any
good.
color. Sure. Spend this mana only to cast creatures. Don't care. You play creatures.
Yeah.
Until end of turn, target creature you control gets power with the power 4 greater against trample. Whenever this deals damage, you'll draw a card.
Yeah.
Rate it.
Mono green.
Solid.
Give it. Rate it.
Goes in.
It's going in monogreen.
Goes in
in
green.
green.
Plays mana things.
Yeah,
Go for
very stompy heavy.
Do we want to talk about the points?
it. Oh, 7 point. We'll
Yeah.
talk about the points here on the unboxing.
Up to
Nah,
you.
we'll save it for the podcast.
Okay.
So
Sure.
7 point Highlander is a format here we love in all the boards.
It
Yeah.
stirs up many discussions.
Yeah.
It
Always.
does.
Yeah.
It does.
Very-
Passionate discussions.
There was a recent
Very
points
disgusting.
update. There was some controversial takes.
I would say so.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll talk
All right,
about it another
Abzan. White, black, green. They have that real armored aesthetic. They're all about defending walls, fighting the
yeah, yeah.
ancestors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Desert aesthetic.
Their symbol is the
Nation.
scale of the dragon, hence like the idea of endurance.
Oh yeah.
I do believe you used to play an Amazon junk.
I used to play Abzan, yes, sir. And we have ourselves more enchantments.
Oh,
There's a whole cycle of these enchantments that are based around I believe they're all 2-color.
Yep,
the
they're
enchantments.
2-color.
And the idea is you pick one of the clans
Yep,
kind of represented,
correct.
and they give different effects. I rate them. I like enchantments with options. A lot of them are very, very playable. So
And 2 mana for an enchantment is always going to be okay.
Yeah.
It's always okay, right?
So-
There was that whole. Was it the Phyrexian? You pick Phyrexian. There was a card from.
oh my lord.
Oh,
Sorry, Tom. I'm just
Very
gonna,
fine.
I'm just gonna cut you off right there.
is that an Ugin?
Is it is that a Japanese Jujutsu?
Okay. You know what's crazy about this is that we pulled an amazing version of the card and it looks fantastic. It's in Japanese, so as much as I would like to describe the card for you, you can't really read it on screen. So I'm just gonna have to try my best.
The card is cast the card, win the game.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Basically, like any
Unbelievable.
Ugin.
All right,
Any
so
Ugin.
Ugin is okay. Let's see how close I am, and the commenters will let me know. It's a 7 mana 7 loyalty Planeswalker Ugin that has static ability. Whenever you ever play this, you exile target
Or another
So I
color.
pulled it up. So I
Permanent with one more colors, right?
Target no land permanents, one or more colors.
one more color. Whenever you cast a colorless spell, also do it again.
Yes.
So you exile another permanent that's non-land permanent that's one or more colors.
Yeah.
His uptick
It doesn't
is
say non-land.
It's any.
It's one target permanent that's one or more colors.
Okay.
Yeah,
You
but
find a way to
lands are
Lands,
not
lands don't have a
colours.
color ID, so you're fine. Lands
Hit
are
me
safe.
out
You
though.
paint a servant.
Paint a servant.
Oh,
Gives them
you
colors.
can do that, but that's with caveating now.
Yeah.
The uptick is something in draw.
Can't wait to see that at the end of the highway table.
The uptick is do something and draw a card.
The optic is you gain 3 life and draw a card.
Oh, gain 3 life, draw a card. Sure. The 0 is add 3
bad
colorless.
uptick. A bad uptick. Let's be honest.
Drawing a card.
And also gaining life.
Don't worry about it.
Life
You know
not
what's
important.
crazy? It upticks for 2, so after you do it twice, you just ulti.
Yeah.
true.
And we'll get to the ulti. The 0 mana is you gain 3 colorless mana,
Yep. Also-
which effectively kind of refunds this a little bit. So you're really only paying 4 mana
So
for
3
Ugin.
mana. So that's your Thran Dynamo. Is Thran Dynamo?
Yeah, it is. You
Yeah,
Thran
Dynamo
Dynamo
is
for
So
0.
it's 4.
Three is 4.
What's
Soul
3?
models is
All right.
Soul Mono.
Cathlonian?
If this was,
Cathlonian, I think
if
it's
this,
3.
Okay.
yeah, if this is all it did,
Sure.
I don't know, man.
this card's already good. It's already,
Yeah, go
it's
more
already a
for the
bunch
back.
of
No idea.
destroy things
Yeah.
on a Planeswalker, big loyalty. That's Tronable as well. Also, it's ulti saves you win the game. Ulti is you go through your entire library and you pick out any number of colors cards you want, and you can play them for free this turn.
And cast them, yeah, without
That's
paying
right.
the costs.
Which also triggers the static ability of you exile a bunch of things.
Only problem with
How
this card,
about
there's
this
only one
Walker,
problem
bro?
with this card. You can't get it with show and tell. Show and tell does not work with
Dang.
Sure can't.
Wow, this
True.
there are
That is
so
such
many
a bad
ways.
downside. I'm just going to say it's a bad downside.
Yeah.
This card is all showy.
Unplayable.
Actually unplayable.
You know what? You make a
Bad
point,
card.
John. This card is clearly unplayable as a colorless Planeswalker. I'm sure we'll never see play.
It's
Honestly,
true.
if I see that in any decks, I'll be shocked.
I'd be amazed.
I'll be amazed.
Taken aback.
Yeah.
even.
Especially Commander. I would.
Dude,
I
this
would
in
never see it.
Commander,
No one
this
will
in
play
Commander,
Commander. It's-
I'm glad that it has a bunch of caveats related around like playing colorless. So maybe you won't see play everywhere. Otherwise, this will see play
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Fucking everywhere.
Eldrazi,
Oh,
Eldrazi
it will
players
be
right now.
everywhere.
I just cheering, they're just screaming.
Anything that has.
Ugin is literally killing me right now.
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
How much
confident
is that
about it.
version? It's going to be expensive, right?
Oh, that's a little bit of money right there, Tom.
The English version.
But how much is the Japanese version?
So I don't have the Japanese version. That's why I was informing the English version, John.
Yes.
If you don't mind, bro. If that's all right.
Tom,
with you.
But what if-
Tom,
what if
holding
John-
priority?
Judge?
Judge,
John,
passing priority.
What if we go on a trip to Japan, guys? This is a
I've
unboxing
paid for
first.
a chunk of it, I'm
Yeah.
assuming. How much is that, Tom?
Well, the English version was $300.
Oh my god.
$300.
We take a cool,
Huge.
clean $300 because this box retails
That's Card
for.
Kingdom, by the way.
Yep.
Wow, not bad. Here we're in Australia, we get a bit of conversion rates, and especially with the current
60
currency,
cents?
currency goings, Australian dollars not very strong.
Yeah, just as a
Yeah.
controversial point, should people still be using CK 1-to-1 when the Australian dollar's at 60
Dude,
cents?
honestly, it's
I've
hard
heard
to say.
about this. This is a big thing because there was
Yeah.
a post the other day in one.
This might be a conversation for a different time, though. 'cause
No,
we have to
just
go-
as a
yeah.
topic, just as
Yeah.
something to throw out there. Like, comment, and put your
Yeah.
when you make your comment.
Put in the comment section if you're
What
from
you
Australia. Do you guys still think that we should use a 1-for-1 conversion, no currency conversion from US to here, or should we start converting from US dollars to Australian
to
dollars
some
in
amount,
full
right?
pricing?
In some amount, because
Yeah.
the Australian dollar is what, 60 cents?
This box retails
Oh,
anywhere
yeah.
between this collector box retails between $500 to $600. So this going for about $300 is a big chunk of our money back. We're starting off strong, lads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big
What's
like.
the-
Great back
what
rate.
is the Ugin actually called? Do you know what it's
Eye of
talking
the Storm.
Eye of the Storm.
Eye of the Storm, I think.
He's currently probably the best pull from the set right now.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Elspeth
Jasper might.
Jasper and Elspeth are the
Yeah,
the other
I think
two.
Mox Jasper might over
Yeah,
time.
so you can
find
buy
it-
that version,
find its
Kang.
price.
Currently on eBay is $278.
Oh, we
so
like-
you're talking $250 to $300.
Yeah, still
Good-
a good
a
chunk
very
of this
nice
box's
pull.
price off the second pack. We can't complain, yo. Third pack, even, sorry. We got more dragon things. This tier is just Mana Rock with Dragons.
That
This
Mana
has
Rocket
dragons in
Dragons
the art.
is extremely good in limited.
Yeah, yeah,
Just
yeah.
saying.
It's a three.
one's this?
This is a three mana rock
Globe
that just
or
says
whatever?
It limits it.
dragons
Amazing.
Very good.
get a counter, sure, or steps on mana. It's a mana rock in a dragon's deck. Come on, you're gonna be playing it.
Yep.
It was good.
It
I had
was.
2 out at one point and then cast a Betor and it was like, hey, this is a
Traveling
7/9
botanist is a
Win the game.
dog scout. What clan is the dogs people from?
The dog clan.
The dog clan.
Yeah. Don't know.
I believe. Could not tell you.
Could not tell
Could
you.
not tell. I know 3 dogs, and I don't think they're.
All right, this is one of the
They are universal
dragons that
Tarkir.
caught my eye in kind of a more limited format. I'm not sure exactly how I want to assess it. It's a dragon that also has a counterspell attached to it for only 2 CMC or less.
I
notably
love that card.
Yeah,
I
notably
use it in limited. Very strong.
Yeah.
Very, very strong in limited. I reckon, in the constructed maybe, but
because it shovels back in your
counterspell?
deck. You can kind of just like counter early and then later on play the dragons.
the
Yeah, that's
static
the idea.
ability on the actual dragon is very good.
Whenever
As
you
well.
cast a non-creature spell, it gets +2/+0 in a turn because it's like a Prow West style trigger.
It's like a
I mean,
power
in a
shot.
4 format, that seems extremely diverse.
I think the main reason why it
This is
matters
4
is
counterspells.
good removal.
yeah. Or
Good removal
4
is usually
Or
2
4
mana,
dragons. Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
So this
yeah.
counters as removal.
Well, technically,
pretty
take cards if you think about it.
Yeah. He was also good in limited.
Look at the aesthetic of the dragons.
Yeah,
huh?
I had 2 of them.
They're
there.
so
This
brutal.
fellow over here got
That
himself a bit of a horn. He's like a narwhal,
Hmm.
narwhal dragon. Oh,
Oh, the fire one.
the red one is clearly going to be the most important one, right? Because
Absolutely.
dragons are usually red.
So I managed to crack. So in the pre-release, I cracked an art card, and it was a
Ooh,
full
yeah.
art variant of those lands.
This Human's lands.
That's what I was thinking.
100%.
They were so nice.
This Human's lands.
Of the new
That's,
non-land cycle, the most important one here is probably Maelstrom the Spirit Dragon. It's a land that specifically is an extra non-basic land for dragon decks. Plays mana for your
Yeah.
dragon, and also lets you tutor for dragons later. Go for it. Go for it. Why not?
Every dragon.
Play it. We play it. We put it in the pile of things we like. Next, adaptive training post. Not a clue. Makes you copy spells.
Cool.
Moving on.
It's a commander card, right?
Next.
Moving on.
It's a commander card.
What does it say?
At the beginning of your upkeep, it's an enchantment. This is a 2-mana enchantment that's Stillness in Motion. At the beginning of your upkeep, mill 3 cards. Then if your library has no more cards in it, exile this enchantment and put 5 cards from your grave on top of your library in any order.
Oh,
seen
it's
this one.
Doomsday.
It's
It is a Doomsday.
It's a weird
card,
Doomsday.
but It's,
Whoa.
it's a weird. Yeah.
I'm not sure how to assess that. That's
It goes with Oracle apparently.
super
How
Jeskai
is it going
style
to
deck.
work with Oracle, though? Because aren't that...
Well, you exile until you get 5 cards, and then you just burn through those 5 cards and mill yourself or something.
Yeah, okay.
The idea being you put protection back.
Oh,
in
this is a card that I actually do rate. I quite like this one. Nature's Rhythm is a X and a 2 green for sorcery.
Oh,
Search
this
your
is
library
good, yeah.
for a creature card with mana value X or less. Put it onto the battlefield. It's like a
It's
Sorcery.
Genesis
I thought it
Wave.
was
it's like a Genesis. Oh.
That would be crazy.
Genesis Wave goes on top of your library. This one's where like you search for it. So it's kind of like a Green Sun Zenith.
Oh, sorry, that's what I
Yeah,
meant.
Green Suns.
I meant Green Sun Zenith.
Yeah,
It's
Quarter-
like
like a quarter calling.
it is, but it's got
Yeah.
the Eternalize at the bottom, isn't
Correct.
it?
Harmonize is a mechanic
Harmonize,
where
Harmonize.
if you pay that mana, then your X mana can also be
Convoked.
tapped for, convoked effectively. Tap creatures for it, right?
You tap a
And it's the
creature.
power.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it has a conditional extra way for you to dig for more mana. If you have
It's,
to.
a,
Yeah.
it's the sort of thing early game you play it, you get something out, and then you play it again later.
Late game you.
It's a
yeah,
tutor in
that's what
green.
Yeah.
Will probably be played in the
I
green
mean,
decks.
in
with
your
mana.
mono green, it could slot in there.
Could do some work. I would put it in.
On a Black Lotus, opening hand.
How do we find the aesthetic of
Definitely.
the packaging this time around?
Sick.
Do you guys like that kind of blue
I like it a
silver look to
lot.
it?
I like the color blue.
Yeah,
a
this
lot.
one's real nice.
So,
Real clean.
I'll be honest. Every time I see blue though, I expect some sort of snow mechanic.
Fair.
True.
As an Ice
Do
Age.
you think standard is
I
ready
said cold
for
snap. That's
cold
Snowlands?
I
Yes.
think
The
so.
snow mechanic. We had
I
it
like
in
this
Kaldheim.
one. I like this
Kaldheim had it.
mechanic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was somewhat
Bring back
safe
Arkham
about in
Astrolabe.
Kaldheim as well.
Bring back Arkham's Astrolabe.
Nothing bad ever happened when that came out.
No one broke that card. It
No
was
one-
simple, unproblematic, balanced magic card.
Back when Astrolabe ruled the world.
As much as I was going to say, as much as I keep coughing, I would love to like comically cough in and go cough pauper, but I wouldn't be able to time. The
Cards
sheer
fight.
value of it, that the Ugin is still destroying my lungs. So damn.
We keep
The
getting
value
Japanese
is
versions of
We
cards
have.
because
This is
this
the
isn't the
second one.
first time we've pulled
Yeah.
a Japanese version of the alt art
Yeah.
in our
We
packs.
got in the
Yeah, there was the little fox.
yes.
Yeah.
The
Aether Drift? Bloomburrow.
Bloomburrow.
What do you guys feel about this one here?
Foundations?
This is a
Foundations.
Mm.
Foundations. Yes.
5-mana Sultai card, 2 in a Sultai for a 3/6 lifelink. When this creature enters, search your library for a black
this
card,
one, yeah.
a green card, and a blue card. Put those cards in your graveyard to shuffle.
I've
So
seen
it,
yeah.
That's fine.
it was a Buried Alives
Buried Alive.
in colors.
Yeah, Buried Alive is
for
two.
any permanent.
Yep.
I rate it. Sultai,
Seems good.
Sultai's
You
all
could
about
really-
graveyard.
You could really
Sultai-
split up your Delirium.
Yeah, Delirium
Yeah, yeah.
or
Right.
yeah, Delirium, or it's been combo decks using it.
It's a 3/6.
Yeah, it's another one. This is another one of those cards where like it plays into the Sultai clan, where it's all about graveyard. Green black traditionally always cares about the graveyard. Flying 7/6 when this creature enters or attacks, mill 3 cards. Milling yourself is honestly not a bad thing.
It's almost never a downside.
Your graveyard is always in the correct deck to temporary hand,
Almost
right?
never.
Okay.
Almost never.
Almost never.
Yeah. Whenever one or more creatures, cards are put into your
really don't
graveyard from
wanna
the library.
Mill your reanimate.
Yeah.
Like, great.
Plus the aesthetic is cool. Graveyard style dragon. This will probably be played in the dragon decks.
That dragon is actually worth quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it does say
Because
whenever one or more
that bottom half is
whenever
what
one or
makes
more creatures are put into your graveyard from the library, put one of them to the battlefield. So you just
Oh, wow.
you reanimate a dragon for
What?
free if you mill a dragon.
Colossal Grave Reaper.
Wait, what if one more?
No, it's
Oh yeah,
creatures.
you have to mill a dragon.
You have to mill a dragon to trigger
Or
it.
yeah, you mill any creature. You mill a creature and you get a creature for free.
Card
Why do you have to mill a dragon?
$12.
No, it's
No,
not
no,
a
I'm
dragon.
sorry.
It's just a creature.
It's just because I was
Oh, whenever one
seeing
or
it
more
as
of your
dragon.
creatures up. No, you don't have to mill it.
No.
It's just put into the graveyard. Oh, from the library. From the library.
Yeah, in
You have to
the
basically-
big stumpy dragon decks, it's kind of free value, right? It triggers
But if
itself.
you surveil,
Yes, same thing.
trigger resolves. You
Trigger
put it onto
resolve.
the battlefield.
Correct.
Yeah.
I
Because
like
it's
it.
from library to graveyard.
Very good.
Dude,
That card is insane.
Magic.
How do you guys feel about our newest low CMC legendary creature? So 2 mana for 2/2 Sarkhan.
get
Sarkhan.
desparked.
So the real question is it a low CMC Planeswalker?
No.
No.
No, it isn't.
Should we point it in 7-point Highlander?
Sarkhan, Dragon Ascendant, is a 2 mana 2/2 legendary creature.
move
That says whenever you enter the battlefield, you behold a dragon, which is, I believe, you just show a dragon from your hand.
Trying to kill me,
Is that how it
John.
works? Is how behold works? You just show it off. You just show your opponent,
Or in your hand or on the battlefield. So if you have one in the battlefield, you can just put, that's my dragon.
and you gain a treasure token. So effectively, it's a
Very
1
good.
mana 2/2. That is the upside of whenever a dragon enters the battlefield, you put a 1/1 count on him.
go forever.
The 1/1 counter stays on him, and he gains flying turn of turn. He does have extra dragon caveats, extra dragon payoffs. I like him.
When I first read Behold, I thought it was only from your hand.
Yeah.
The fact that it can be on the battlefield
It's
already,
like almost a
Oh,
no-brainer,
yeah, yeah.
right?
much, much better.
You can target, or you can.
This is-
it's already out. Yeah.
Or Changeling.
This card definitely stirred some talks in our chatters. It's a Teemo card, so a green, blue, and a red exactly for a 3 mana, 3/2 flash that says when this creature enters, target instant or sorcery in your graveyard gains harmonize until end of turn. The harmonizer's cost is equal to its mana cost. So effectively, it's like you kind of snap cast a major card.
It's
so
a semi-snap
you let
caster.
you recast a card from your graveyard, but instead of flashback, you use harmonize.
Yeah.
Harmonize helps pay for the mana a little
Yeah.
bit.
It's a except it's 3 and it's
Yeah.
color. It's 3 and it's 2 and it's linked to the colors. That's the only thing.
I think
So
it's extra
Snappy's much
limiting on what it can
powerful,
do,
much
but
more
it does do cool things.
What, Tom? It's fine. All right.
Is the words a little bit hard right now?
I was going to say,
Just to get it out
I
of
took,
me.
I took a big gulp of water and it was swirling in my mouth.
What's
the
Okay?
problem with Songcaster Mages is it's also not a wizard, it's a bard.
Yeah,
So
but
there is some
Wizard
anti-synergy
is also a caveat on top of it as well.
But
yeah,
it-
like
it-
in 7 point, for
seems
example,
okay.
wizard would be a very strong addition to that card.
Correct. Snapcaster Mage is a lot of reason why it's good. Another one is that fact it is a wizard. So, all right,
Shouldn't be
moving
on point. Anyway, Karen.
Never letting that go. God damn. Hey, can you tell what's really grinded John's gears lately?
I don't know.
The recent
know.
7-point pointing.
The state of the economy.
That's
The
true.
tariffs.
Sorry.
Yeah. There's actually a 34% tariff on all packs open here.
Damn.
Yeah, topical here, dude.
Science power.
Huh.
Kang, was there any cards you were chasing in this set?
Siege, Mardu Siegebreaker.
Mardu
Mardu
Siegebreaker.
Siegebreaker.
Yeah,
if we
everyone's
pull
on
one,
Mardu
we'll talk
Siegebreaker.
about it, but Mardu Siegebreaker is a card
When
that's
we
just
pull
cool
it,
things.
when we pull it, we will discuss it. Okay.
Yeah, when we pull it.
When we pull it.
How do you guys feel about the dragons for the Mardu clan? They've got this cool, like, vicious kind of, like, desert
Brazilian
aesthetic.
lightning
It's,
sort of
it's always cool, right?
They're the dragon
always
dragons.
Been, my favorite dragons have always been modern dragons.
Yeah.
There was isn't there that dragon that's like you exile it with dragon counters or egg counters or something? Whenever you play it,
No idea what you're talking about. Tom.
No idea.
if it would die, exile it with 3 egg counters or something.
Egg counters?
I'll find it. Yeah. This is a commander card.
Oh, okay. Okay. Egg counters, bro?
Yeah. Can't remember.
Oh, this guy's pretty interesting, actually.
Yeah.
He's
When he
removal.
enters the battle, when he enters or becomes monstrous, monstrous is a keyword where you can pay the extra mana later. And he
Becomes-
gains those counters.
Yep.
Exile up to 2 target artifacts and enchantments controlled by different players. I rate it because artifacts and enchantments are often the most important things to remove on a
Absolutely.
command table.
It is a good commander card.
Yes, very much so.
Yeah.
The Sib 6, sorry, I can't make my mind on if this card is good. Notably, it's a legendary enchantment. creature spells you cast cost 2 less to cast. If that was just that, this card would be insane. 3 mana, make all your creatures forever cost 2 less mana. Whenever you cast a creature, whenever a creature you control enters, if you cast it, destroy that creature and then create a 2/2 zombie instead. So you don't get to play your creatures anymore necessarily, but they become 2/2 zombies and they
I've
cost less.
seen.
Cheerios?
Yeah,
Is it a Cheerios?
there is a weird brew that people are doing with artifact creatures, Hangerback Walkers, or the Markerback Walker from Maverdrift, where you cast it for X equals 1 because it costs 2 less, and just getting the effects of like looping stuff.
Do you think this card costs too much mana? It's an 8 mana Sultai card that says destroy all creatures and enchantments. Draw a card for each permanent destroyed this way.
No.
Because in a Commander game, you're probably drawing like 73 cards.
You're drawing like your bajillion cards, right?
And
Yeah.
you're reaching that mana level quite easily.
yeah.
Because it just says draw a card for each permanent destroyed this way. So the token player that has 43 goblins
When there's
suddenly lets you
Scootstorm-
draw 43
when there's
cards.
Yeah, you might
Storms
deck
at
yourself though.
10 to the
Actually, it's not a May, so you will
Yeah.
just draw too many
deck
cards.
yourself.
Maybe.
You'll deck yourself.
Is
like,
it optional?
It's not a May.
No.
You just draw cards.
You will straight lose the game from this.
This is almost funny.
It is.
It's
good
at
card.
8 mana, it's almost funny, and I kind of like it now. Because it's not a May, right? Like, you have to draw the cards. There is actually almost a downside of drawing too many cards.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
What is this? Dragonologist.
Dragonologist.
Yeah, you
I
guys
like
have read
that.
the old Dragonology books back in the library? You know, the Aegis of the
Absolutely.
Dragonology books?
No.
Nah, they were
They
hell,
were
the hell
goated.
Australian. Let us know in the comments if you remember them. They're like they were like these pop out books, like
So
really
many
novelty.
comments in the so many things we need comments.
We're trying to get interaction. on
Feel
the
free
internet.
to make a comment about your dragon books or 7-Point Highlander. Instead of 7-Point Highlander.
Let us know what you favorite
All kinds
dragon
of
you
choices
have.
from
All kinds of that.
All right, Dragonologist is a
Or-
3 mana 1/3. When this creature enters the
your
top
favourite
6
member
cards of your
of the
library.
Oh,
Obviously, it's Kang.
Yeah, of course it is.
The most handsome,
Aw.
well put together,
Beautiful man.
beautiful man, Kang.
You know when Danny this is back on this, I bet he's going to make a comment about it.
Hopefully.
Yeah, put it in the comment section.
In the comment section.
Dude, I'm not reading this card. If you're watching the video, you can read this card. I'm
card
moving
is
on.
good. I like
card
it.
is good.
Hey, what's the card do?
It's a good card.
does dragon things.
It
Very well,
chooses dragons.
All right, I want to see Mox Jasper. I want to see Elspeth.
I wanna
Let's
see
get
Mox
another
Jasper.
pool. Let's get another cool pool. This has been really good.
Funny
so far.
enough, with the baby cycle, there is a full art Ugin that has baby Ugin on the other side. as well.
Boobin.
Boobin.
Ugin, Ugin.
Dude.
Baba Yaga.
Boogening?
Boogening?
Yeah, what's the Urban Dictionary
get
for
booged.
boobinin?
Oh. You wanna really
Holy
love?
party? Playing Boogan?
Hold up, Judge. Can I boogen here?
You know, Judge really real quick.
I like the
Boogan on the
Jeskai
stack.
aesthetic when they have that real clean monk style aesthetic. They have all the bird creatures.
Is that Kyber?
Kaiba?
No, it's just a scout, I think. Isn't that the
Yeah,
scout
just
one?
a bird.
Bird scout.
Yeah, but these were great in the
is
limited
this?
environment because you could splash for them in
Yeah,
colors.
yeah.
Notably, there was an extra little thing I think Riley you mentioned.
Kind of, I'll take
The
it.
CMC of these split mana cards is actually 6.
Yeah.
So, meaning that it triggers things like Up the Beanstalk.
Yep.
Ah, interesting.
And that's why there was a big controversy of Up the
you like
Beanstalk
Up-
not getting hit in standard.
Do you like Up the
other
Beanstalk,
forms.
Tom?
Yeah, up the beanstalk, good card.
Up the beans.
Up
That's
the
what I
beans.
say.
The amount to draw a
Up the
card
beans.
in green is great, but then casting anything for 5, you draw a card, amazing gas.
Seems okay.
Yeah.
What an engine.
Yeah, up the beans, Rowan Atkinson. We do love some beans here.
We
Mr.
do.
Bean.
We're beaners.
We're beaners.
Wait.
Wait.
Babinas?
Booginus?
Baginas? Question mark?
How you guys feel about this one? This card actually was an interesting one that I saw in the spoilers. 2 mana for a 1/1 flying. You may have this creature enters a copy of
I
a
like
creature
this
you
one a
control
lot.
with power 4 or greater,
Yeah, it's cool.
except it's a dragon in addition to other types. So it just comes in as a 2 mana clone.
Yes.
Name's good.
That's solid,
it's
right?
like a, it's
Double
like
down
a,
on good cards you have.
Yeah.
Base for 4 or greater, but still like.
But
in
it gives a
deck.
dragon, it gives a flying. So if you have already a good card and maybe not has flying, give it to it.
That card seems solid.
Yeah.
Tom, are you building a mono blue artifact deck at the moment?
I threw one together.
Yeah, so you're building one.
Oh, the full
Okay,
art.
okay.
The
I mean,
full
I
art
threw one
sagas.
together. I have one.
Do you? I really like these full
I really
art
like
sagas.
the full art
The full art
sagas.
sagas give so much more for the frame, especially in that kind of vertical styling.
It's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
I am pumped for just quick plug for the next episode, which may be the Final Fantasy episode.
Oh,
The next one will be
Final
Blind
Fantasy.
Eternities, right?
No, Final Fantasy, I think.
Final Fantasy.
Wait, when's Final Fantasy?
Pretty soon.
No, Blind
August.
Eternities is really.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, next time we do this, it might be Final Fantasy.
Because I want to
That's
see
a big set for this
I
year.
want to see sagas, which are also creatures.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
the
there's
Sun-
That's what I want to see.
Edge
The
something
GFs.
as well. Edge of Eternities.
Yeah, but
Wait, hold on.
Edge of
For the
think
Final
that's
Fantasy
cool.
unboxing video, how many of us know anything about Final Fantasy?
I played
I-
Final Fantasy 8.
I
That's
have
all I know.
I know.
passing knowledge here and there.
Yeah.
I know quite a lot.
So
Not a
Riley,
ton, but
Riley's
I know.
probably on the.
Riley
the
is
episode.
locked in on the autism on Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
We're good to go.
My Final Fantasy is I wiggle my hands and go, I love this game.
God damn. Well, there you go.
Dude, that's
Wiggle my hand.
And now we're never in
that's
doubt again.
That's cool. That's a sentence.
I wiggle
Came
my
out of your
hands.
mouth.
I lost 2 years off my life copy.
I twiddle my thumbs. I curl my toes. I'm ready for Final Fantasy.
I love this game.
I love this game.
This is my Final Fantasy
We
title card.
got a Jeskai box. We got all the Jeskai cards. This one here says next time a source of your choice will do damage to you this turn, prevent the damage. So it's like a deflecting palm. When damage is prevented this way, this card deals that much damage to that source's controller, and you draw that many cards.
Tom, is this a good card? Tom. Wait, no, Tom. Is this a good card? So I pulled this in limited.
Yeah.
In a,
Did you
in a
beat Tom with this
pre-release.
card? I'm assuming yes. Okay.
In the pre-release kit,
You
and
beat me
then
with it. But
I was building my deck, and Tom's like, "That card seems 5 mana, not good."
5 mana fog? Seems
mana-
No.
average.
5 mana folk with card draw and
This
deal
is-
damage
this is
back.
what I-
So,
failed to
so what
consider.
I did was waited for someone to swing out with their gigantic 8 whatever flying dragon monstrosity.
Yeah.
For that,
Yeah.
I take nothing. You take 8. I draw 8.
This is the no you. This is the you think you've
Uno
won?
reverse.
No you. The
Yeah,
Uno
yeah,
reverse.
yeah. It
This
was
is
very, very
this is
powerful.
Mirror Force.
It was
from Yu-Gi-Oh.
extremely powerful in limited. I don't know
Yeah.
about constructed, but in limited, it was an absolute banger. It was a total game winner.
How do we rate the
I
box?
get it. Okay.
How do we rate the
I'm
box
with
so
my
far,
opinion.
and how do we rate the set so far?
I mean, Ugin already
Sick. I think
pushed
it's a
us.
6 set.
I
The
think-
box is excellent, obviously.
Box
because
is
of
excellent.
Logan. And you still haven't got any more mythics, really. You're low on mythics.
I'll be honest, I
few.
haven't even been keeping track of which ones are rares and which are mythic.
Yeah.
I've just been putting them in a pile. And we'll
seen
see
a
how we
few.
do.
I haven't seen Mox Jasper. I haven't seen Elspeth.
I've seen people
Love
crack
Jasper.
boxes. I've seen
One
people crack
more
boxes,
Mox.
not a single Mox Jasper.
I got
Really?
a,
Not even
More
like
rare than we
foil
think.
regular frame.
I
No,
got a
nothing.
normal Mox Jasper.
Maybe the card's more rare than we
Ready? I got a normal Mox Jasper in my pre
Actually, I got a normal.
Well, you know what I've got?
I'm adjusting my glasses so hard right now.
Well, you know what I've got? I've got a forklift certification.
Well,
True.
No
Notably
need to brag,
in
right?
high
There's
vis.
only the forklift into this.
My girl might be listening here. All right,
Yeah, yeah.
relax, bro. Jeez.
Jeez Louise.
Oh, we've got the swamp version
Oh,
of the
swamp
album.
eye.
Swampy.
Do you guys have a favorite preference for the art?
So far, the blue.
The blue one looks nice, right?
Blue and red are probably two.
Okay, I can't make my mind up for this turtle. John really likes this card. I think it's okay.
love this card.
Yeah, I'm not sure how to test it.
I'm a huge fan of this card.
5 mana,
Mega Blast always goes
5/9.
hard.
It's got
Big man
like
blast
all
ones,
turtles,
yeah.
just a huge back. Huge,
What I
huge ass.
like about it is that you play it, it's your blocker until you want to attack with it, and then you trade it for card draw.
And then you just draw 3 cards.
And you just draw 3 cards.
And
That's
such a
why I
recall
like
is known to be a good card.
Big-
Drawing 3 is really good.
Yeah.
Typically.
You know what? I've come around to the turtle over time. I'm still not exactly sure. I think 3-star cannons is rough, but if you build around it, super strong.
I
Would you
like
say
it.
it's not turtly enough?
For the Turtle Club?
Turtle Claw.
Right, look, also,
Hold on. Is that a reference, Tom?
Did I?
Storm is a mechanic
There's
in
shell shock
Magic.
there, aren't you?
I wasn't
They don't like
expecting
shell
that.
shock.
I wasn't
Shell shock?
shock,
That's a great one. That's a great one.
Riley with the bangers.
Coming out of my shell with that one.
5-minute zingers.
5
is that what
minute
it is?
zingers?
Yeah,
Yes,
bud.
dude.
Mixed in with a bit of a post-cold cough, so...
Let's
Hey.
go.
All right, Storm is a mechanic that traditionally breaks Magic. They've done some more Storm cards in this
Which defeats the purpose of this whole storm.
counter, right? The Storm
Dragonstorm.
Storm scale.
But there is the Storm Dragon, which
There's
is,
a
I guess, the
little-
big
There is.
bad,
There's
which
some more
everyone is
dragons.
concerned about.
Storm is a mechanic where, depending on how many cards you've played this turn, or how many cards were played this turn, you recast this card. So this Tempest technique is a 4-mana enchantment that just says you can enchant a creature, gets +1/+1 for each enchantment you control. It's fine.
It's
But
fine.
with Storm, you duplicate this.
Yes.
So if you cast a bunch of spells and then play this, you get a bunch of these auras.
Yes.
Can be good.
So yeah, there is a dragon, Tom, which has Storm. So when you cast a dragon, you'll copy it as a Storm cast.
Is it legendary?
It's legendary, Tom.
That'd
So
be
you get
funny.
your death triggers. That's why.
We have another one of the non-basic land cycle.
Village.
What does the green one do?
This one is tap for green or 4-mana tap Seville 2.
Nah.
Surveil 2 is kind of interesting.
Like 4 is too much.
If you ever have
Yeah.
spare mana on end step, maybe.
I guess so, but
maybe.
it's a lot. I don't know.
Yeah.
Seems
Another one. This is the other one of the. This is the white one. This is the Taps for 1 white or 3 mana tap. Whenever you attack this turn, create 2 1/1 red warrior creature tokens that are tapped and attacking, and then at end step, sacrifice them.
That's,
mobilizes
that's
right.
Gornog,
that seems a lot better. With
With 3
Gornog
mana.
and the one that I told you to keep into your deck, that guy makes
Zergo.
it. They don't sacrifice.
Yeah,
Warrior
they don't-
tokens, so
they don't
it's sacrifice.
sacrifice.
But with
and
Gornog, it's very good, right?
Yeah,
Because all your warriors get huge.
they get huge, and also Gornog turns opponents' creatures
Into cowards.
into cowards, so they cannot be blocked. Which is pretty good.
The Gornog meta?
Gornog meta.
John just wants Minotaurs.
I just like Minotaurs, man. Leave me alone.
I just want Hydras. John just wants
Favorite tribe,
Minotaurs.
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 Not even close, right?
Best
You guys-
tribe.
This is a tribal set. This is a set specifically designed for dragon lovers. Do you guys have a favorite tribe? If you guys could have any creature type come back and be the focus of a set, what do you want it to be?
Minotaurs.
Minotaurs? Let's go back to
100%.
homelands.
I want
Any
Minotaurs.
creature type?
Yeah, any creature type. We'll have like theme style sets. We'll have enchantment sets. We'll have artifact sets. Let's do a set which really focuses. Like, let's say maybe we go to a Return to Lorwyn,
Yeah.
and it's all fairies, or Return to Llanowar, and it's like elves.
Yeah.
You guys have a favorite tribe? You
I
guys
love
want to
more
see?
wizards.
Wizards.
Yeah.
Strixhaven.
I mean, Strixhaven
Yeah,
is
go back to Strixhaven.
is marked for next year, I believe, as a return to.
Huge. Strixhaven was my favorite set.
Do you like the Harry Potter learning wizards stuff? Or do you like the.
No, I don't
big,
care for it
powerful-
at all, but I love seeing more artifact, wizard.
Okay. No,
support.
that's fine. That's fine.
That's
Yeah.
all.
Yeah, that's cool.
Like, I really like artifacts as well, right? But
Yeah.
we
Well,
just
you are currently building a blue artifact deck.
Sure. But
I think spirits.
Anyway,
I think spirits would be an interesting one.
spirits would be cool.
Or Keldheim.
But if
Keldheim
we
should
did, if
be
we did
spirits.
spirits, would we have
Yeah,
to do the
Viking
whole?
spirits.
But we're talking like the Helheim equivalent. We briefly did see that in the set, but like it's all based in like the realm of hell, the afterlife.
You
Just
know what
spirits.
mechanic we need to bring back? Splice onto arcane.
Oh,
Oh.
please.
Please.
That's a mechanic we need more of, and I reckon it could be really, really. well
Kamigawa
done.
mechanics?
Yeah.
Some of the strongest in the game.
So, well. I don't know about that one.
Flavorful of the game. Bushido?
A little
Bring
bit
back
of
Bushido?
moderate spice going on.
You know what?
Crazy.
The brothers Yamazaki. The updated
Kamigawa
version.
was a set
Sick.
which, if you went maybe like a decade back, people would be like, "We'll never see Kamigawa again." Don't know about Kamigawa. And Kamigawa was
Yeah.
was a set when it first came out back in the day. Was a really really strong set, a little weird set. And then Kamigawa coming back again on Neon Dynasty, also another really strong set that kind of really defined
But
label card.
original
Funny-
Kamigawa was extremely weak.
Yeah, I was about to
It
say.
was-
But I thought the whole point of it was
terrible.
really janky, right? So
No, it was terrible. It was
terrible.
way underpowered.
Maybe a bit
Because
of-
it
yeah.
just came off of a really broken set, which
Correct.
was like Mirrodin.
No.
It was the Odyssey, I think. It was either Odyssey or Mirrodin. It's one of those two.
Yeah.
The block prior to that was disgusting.
It feels like
Mirrodin, actually.
given enough
Good
time,
Mirrodin.
going
Love-
back and looking, like there's a lot of Kamigawa cards that were eventually played in like,
Yeah,
Commander
eventually
and
did.
such.
It aged well somewhat, especially when Commander became more popular.
then-
It's like Sensei's. Isn't Sensei?
Sensei's isn't there?
Yeah.
There was a handful of cards, but at the time, the majority of the set, there may be one or two bangers, but the rest was really terrible.
I just see Goatee, man.
Average.
Yeah, a little
Sorry
bit.
for
You said
reminding.
what?
Sorry for reminding the internet.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not. It's unfortunate.
Still have some gaping value. a
So
wider
Mirrodin
spread of value across the
Was it
set.
Mirrodin before?
Mirrored and Darksteel Fifth Dawn was just before.
Yeah, that's the one
Yeah.
that was broken.
It was
Absolutely
a very
broken.
high-powered set at the
Especially
time.
Fifth Dawn.
Because it
and
brought
Mirrodin.
coloured artifacts, I believe, into
yeah.
it as well, like actual colour mana
But then
artifacts.
Kamigawa was absolutely
Hey,
awful.
Okay, we got another commander card. This is a 5-mana 4/3 dragon that's flying a Myriad. Myriad is a keyword. When this creature attacks, you create a copy that's attacking all your opponents.
Yep.
When this creature deals combat damage, you play, create a treasure token.
Oh,
More ways for dragons to generate ramp. Sure,
Pretty
why
fair.
not?
And how
And
much-
also, I like that it's a 3-headed dragon in the lieu of like it's attacking all 3 of your commander
what's
opponents.
what's his stats?
Ah,
4/3
pretty
flying.
clever.
4/3 flying. Okay.
yeah, it's very okay.
Yeah, seems fine.
We got the big fat caster mage again. Songcaster mage.
Songcaster Mage.
Oh, okay. Voice of Victory.
Ooh, this
I
is good.
believe this is a card
Yeah,
that is
this
starting
is
to see play in the more competitive spheres, maybe standard
It's an
even.
expensive card.
Current price.
So it's a
range.
2-mana 1/3 with Mobilize 2. Mobilize 2 is actually quite a decent mechanic in my opinion. Mobilize is when you attack, this generates 2 tokens that are also tapped and attacking. Specifically these warrior tokens that are also tapped and attacking. And then they get sacrificed on end step.
Unless you have the Zergo. In which
Correct,
case they
yes.
don't. 'Cause
When-
it's like-
but also your opponents can't cast spells on your turn, so you're uninteractable on your turn, letting you kind of just go ahead with combat. It does cool things. I like that it has Mobilize. It's another way for you kind of just
It's a
jam
more-
out the weenies, the mono white
smash
weenies.
It's a more aggressive Grand Arbiter.
It goes into my
correct.
mono white decks.
And
Makes sense.
Grand Abolisher.
Grand Abolisher.
Not Grand Arbiter.
Ooh,
No,
what's
that's
that?
Grand Arbiter.
ending this pack here with a banger. There was also a special guest slot where they do reprints of
This is an
notable
ultimatum?
cards.
It is an ultimatum.
This is an ultimatum. Genesis ultimatum is
Huge.
all the green, all the blue, and all the red for look at the top 5 cards of your library. Pick any number of the permanents from them, and then you play them.
Yep.
Put them on the battlefield.
Film that
Yeah.
battlefield. Yep.
Well,
It's actually
Cast.
a very...
You don't cast, I'm pretty sure.
You don't cast them. They
Oh,
just
it's
go on
not?
the
Oh,
battlefield. You
it's
just go
not-
in.
so it's not
to the
play.
battlefield.
You put
It's just
on
with
to
some
permanents too.
really
even
cool
if you
art.
hit
I-
lands.
Yeah.
Great, but
Yeah.
This was a deck played in Standard, I think, when Ikoria became a thing. There was a whole
Really?
jank Genesis Ultimatum deck. It was mainly based on Tybalt's Trickery.
7 mana is doable, like, you know, in the right situations.
The thing is,
so-
you weren't playing it fairly. You were doing Tybalt's Trickery and countering your own spell.
The art for that is
to
also
go
just
through and
absolutely
cast it for
I
free.
play a deck that runs Genesis Ultimatum in Arena,
Oh, yeah.
and it's a little janky, but when it kicks off, it's so
Yeah.
cool. And then you hit like, oh, Cyrus 7 Deaths.
Yeah, yeah.
Omniscience,
Oh, you're going to get
Children.
Ugin now.
And you're like,
You're going to get
yeah,
Eugene
no shit.
in your...
A little bit of
Yeah.
Eugene in your life.
But
Yeah, how do you pronounce it?
Eugene.
Eugen or
Eugen.
Eugene?
Eugene.
Yeah.
Eugene.
Apparently, Nico Bolas is back in the storyline. I'm not exactly sure.
There's
Let's
a-
go.
It's a
We'll
weird...
have a podcast episode where we get Lawmaster Matt back on, kind of talking
Yeah.
about
yeah,
lore.
yeah, yeah.
So
I don't know about Law.
Master Matt.
Lawmaster Matt. What a name. What a title.
Oh,
Highly accurate.
It's better than
Extremely.
Crazy Gambler Riley, I'll say that much.
crazy gambler Riley. That's just because you like Kraken Pack.
I
Pack
love
Goblin
I love
Riley.
I thought you
the...
were Triple R Riley.
Nah, that's
What's
a
the
lot...
triple
Man with
R
many
step?
nicknames, huh?
Yeah, man with many names, yeah. We'll say that for the After Dark episode on that one. That is a foil.
is
One
a
per
foil.
box usually with that
One
one.
per box, really?
Generally
These
one per
lands?
box, yeah.
Wait, so
Foil eye specifically.
So if you wanted to collect the set of foils, they're going to get crazy
Yeah.
prices.
They're going
then.
to be expensive.
Currently at the moment, those foils, unless they drop, are around 15, 16 bucks for those.
Damn.
No kidding,
There's
huh?
all
We
at
have
least
so
for
many
CK,
of
all
these
crosses.
mages.
To be honest, I actually like the fact that you have an expensive basic foil. It's
For
cool.
the bling.
It's cool. Because it's
Yeah.
not required. You don't need to run it. You don't have to spend the money to buy it. But if you want to,
You can.
you can.
Well, it's like the unset lands, right?
Correct.
It's like they're $4 or $5 each.
Yeah, you don't
Never
need to
sold
buy
them,
it.
need them at
Yeah.
all, but they're
But-
cool if you want them.
Correct.
Very nice. Yeah, but like,
Making sure
like
I'm trying to
looking at
capture
this
the
now,
least
like
amount of glare possible on the cards.
looking at this now, like I'm not seeing a single person pull a Mox Jasper or
No,
in any
no
of their
Mox
boxes.
Jaspers.
That is
Yeah.
another of the baby cycle.
haven't seen a
we're not
Cradle
down and out
You,
yet.
you pulled a
so-
credit, didn't you?
I cracked one.
You-
but,
you
like, I
created-
haven't seen
you created
them
that
all.
beast.
I created, but I created.
Oh,
I
another
my
Mistrise
behemoth got
Village.
created.
I
Foil
moved
Mistrise
my
Village.
No Ronda
That's very
Very
Villages.
nice.
last pack
Last
magic.
pack.
No box topper in this one, I just realized.
No, didn't do a box stopper for this
I
set.
like
They're
box
very,
toppers,
they're
though.
very wish-washy with those.
I'm a huge fan of box
I'm a
toppers.
huge
Yeah.
fan of box topper.
I think,
I
excellent.
think traditionally they like to do box toppers
Hey,
for
this is
like
to go in the
sparingly as kind of
compact.
extra
This is to go in-
bonus.
I still,
Oh, yeah, this is-
I still remember specifically Ultimate Masters was in box
Oh,
toppers.
yeah, yeah.
That was the OG before we even got collector boosters.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was
First time ever they
That was
did
the one.
extended border cards was Ultimate Masters.
Well, master sets were originally what kind of collector boosters?
Pretty much.
It's
That's kind of
what
what
it's
The
Yeah,
high-end
from.
aspect of
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
like-
Final call for wish list cards.
Mox Jasper. That's
Mox
it.
Jasper from John.
I would
Riley.
say a Siege Breaker, to be honest.
Siege
Siegebreaker.
Breaker.
Love a good Siege Breaker.
Mardu Siege Breaker.
I'd like to see an Elspeth.
And
Elspeth.
Elspeth.
I'd like
Yeah,
to see
I'll write the
Elspeth's
Elspeth.
very
Elspeth is a
powerful.
token
What's yours,
doubler.
Kang? What's your? Oh, there's the hawk.
There's the
That is the
Hawk.
Hawk.
The Hawk.
Here's the
This
Hawk.
is the one where you can have as many as you want in your deck.
Bird is
You
the
can
word.
have,
Bird is the word, even.
I think it's $4 or $5.
I like that it searches for itself.
Yeah.
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 Helps.
Very strong.
It is a base on Squadron Hawk, I believe. It's a play on that.
Man, Wizards really like doing these cards now. So.
Yep.
My wish list card is probably going to be Elspeth. I think the
Elspeth?
Elspeth is really cool.
Yeah.
It's a token doubler. She notably is kind of a counter to dragons. This card here has some awesome flavor text. I noticed this when I was kind of just spectating the pre-release earlier. Worthy cost is a 1 mana removal piece that says additional cost, sacrifice a creature, exile target creature or planeswalker. But
that's good.
the flavor text is super cool. The flavor text says, victory is survival, is a tenet that guides us. My love, know that I will always endure your survival. So ensure your survival. Sorry. So it says victory
Polish.
is yeah.
Yeah.
I messed it up.
Polish.
Victory is survival
Huge.
is a tenet that guides us. My love, know that I will always ensure our survival. So this person here is sacrificing himself to ensure the survival of the Mardu clan. I thought it was
Cute.
cool.
Yeah.
Cool bit of lore.
Nice.
Cute.
Yeah.
And the card is also very good. Just saying.
What a real
Victory
bro.
I
like it.
Also, yeah, 1 mana exile something. Sick.
That's
Snakeskin Veil at a common. The
And
one
it's-
counter
and it's in
target
black.
control
Snakeskin
gets
Veil,
hexproof.
classic.
And it's in black. Tom.
This
And it's
I reckon this probably caused some havoc in the pre-release.
Yeah, it did.
Was that the one?
Snakeskin Veil. Yeah.
Oh, Snakeskin Veil. No, the one that
And
caused havoc
hexproof.
in the pre-release is the 1 mana archer. Who
Oh,
has
the one that's
Death
like
Touch.
vigilance,
Death Touch.
reach, and death touch for 1.
Yeah.
That just beat me.
Have we seen any of them?
I haven't seen one. I haven't seen
Really?
one.
I play a big dragon, but hear me out.
It's just like, yeah, I
Got a
don't.
stun gun.
Oh,
No kidding.
brutal.
All right, what do we got?
All right, what do you got, Kang?
The home run.
There's a couple big cards we want to see. Couple big cards. So
Do we get a?
there's that one card. It's a green card that says I think it's like it has the activated abilities of all lands in your graveyard, whatever it is.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Doesn't ring a bell.
I'll look it up
Sure.
later. Oh, I actually rate this card a lot. This is a 2-mana 1/3 flying that says whenever you attack, you lose 1 life and the creature endures. Endures says make a 1/1 token or get a plus
That
plus
one
one.
is actually pretty interesting in
Solid.
tempo decks.
Yeah. The immediate moment you attack with it, it becomes a 2-mana 2/4. Which is flying, which is
I
good
rate it
value.
very much like Ledger Shredder.
Yeah, it's a very
Oh, yeah,
legislative
you
All right,
as
we
well.
got ourselves a Creative Behemoth.
Oh, Tom.
There we go.
Final
there you go.
pack, waiting off with a little extra bonus.
Poof, there it is.
Creative Behemoth.
There it is.
The old saying.
Brand new reprint of a classic green staple piece. Played in Commander, played in several formats. Good card.
Just all around.
Nothing
Green
like
finisher.
cracking a cold nat order and dropping that on your opponent.
Last card, Warden of the Grove. Beating it in step, put a 1 counter on this creature. Whenever a non-token creature you control enters, it endures X, where X number of counters on this creature. Oh, so you just keep enduring. Whenever a non-token, when you play creature,
Bristly Bill was saying.
it's
Yeah,
a
Bristly
Hydra,
Bill.
notably as well.
Oh, this is the Hydra.
Brand new
Hydra.
Hydra.
Yeah, this is
This is the
what do you know?
Hydra.
John, Tom, Hydra.
Hydra decks.
Finish it off with a Hydra. How symbolic.
Absolutely. So good.
Hydra, one of the more powerful archetypes in 7-point Highland.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Should be pointed.
Should be. Unbound Flourishing. 2-point card.
Yeah, actually, honestly, Unbound Flourishing, kind of bastard.
Kind of broken, dude.
All right.
Kang, what an excellent
What
opening,
a,
man.
quite happy.
quite a-
that was good fun.
Fancy.
Flashy nice
Ugin.
looking.
Thank you very
Ugin is
much for
amazing.
joining us. All these cards you see here will be available for sale at Northern Boards. As always, click the booster every set that comes out. Next time it should be something fun and exciting as well. Thank you very much for watching. We also do a podcast every week. Uploads sometimes around in the week. This one's probably going to be Tuesday, sometimes Wednesday, sometimes Thursday. Middle of the week. Keep an eye out for the podcast episode. Any last words, guys? Any send-offs?
Would you rather be a dragon or have a dragon?
Have a dragon. Being
John?
a dragon is like too much effort.
I would be a dragon.
You would be a dragon.
Absolutely.
You would
See
be a
that-
Smaug, just like kind
Yeah.
of ruling over a kingdom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
I will say to sign off the podcast and to show the value of this collector box. What are you really gambling with? For free and confidential gambling support, please contact us.
Your next pack will be a loser.
Everyone's next pack. Guys, we didn't pull the Mox Jasper, but your next pack could be a Mox Jasper.
Could be in there.
I
Could be in there.
am Riley
Don't give up
Marketing and
hope.
I endorse this. I just doxed myself.
Don't give up faith. It could be a serialized Mox Jasper.
99% of box openers fail before they hit the big one.
Don't give up. Keep gambling. Thank you very much for joining us for this episode. Take care, guys.
Love
See you in the
you.
next video.